2026 is coming, and this is going to be your year. I genuinely believe that this can be the year where everything shifts for you, because this year you will do everything you can to reach your full potential and make your dreams come true. This year is a blank page, 365 days of opportunity to become the person you've always known you could be, to build the life you've been too scared to go after, to finally step into your power and stop playing small. So, if you're ready to become the best version of yourself this year and actually step into who you're meant to be, this video is for you. And we are going to start with the identity shift. Most people get wrong about transformation because they think it's about setting goals, like, I want to lose weight or I want to make more money, but that's not how it works. That's why you fail every single year. The truth is, you don't achieve goals, you become someone. And when you become that person, the goals happen naturally. So, the first thing you need to do in 2026 is figure out who you're becoming. I want you to close your eyes for a second and imagine the version of you at the end of 2026. Like, really see her. What does she look like when she wakes up in the morning? How does she carry herself? What's her energy like? How does she handle stress? What does a random Tuesday look like in her life? Who is she surrounded by? What does she do for work? How does she spend her money? Get so clear on this person that you could recognize her if you walked past her on the street. Because here's the thing, that version of you already exists somewhere in your potential. She's just waiting for you to make the decision to become her. And becoming her is not going to be comfortable. It's going to require you to let go of old versions of yourself. It's going to require you to make decisions that your current self wouldn't make. It's going to require you to do things that scare you, but that's exactly how you know you're on the right path. Okay, now let's talk about something that nobody wants to hear, but everyone needs to. You cannot become your best self if you feel like shit in your body. I don't care how much you meditate or how many affirmations you say. If you're eating garbage, not moving your body, and sleeping 3 hours a night, you're not going anywhere. Your body is literally the vehicle that carries you through life. And I see so many people treating their bodies like a trash can. And then they wondering why they have no energy, why they're always anxious, why they can't focus. It's because you're running on empty. So in 2026, your relationship with your body needs to become non-negotiable. And I don't mean you need to look like a fitness model or have abs or whatever. I mean you need to feel good in your body. You need to have energy. You need to feel strong. This means moving your body every single day. I don't care if it's a walk, a workout, yoga, dancing in your room, just move. 30 minutes minimum. Because when you move your body, you're literally changing your brain chemistry. You're reducing cortisol, you're increasing dopamine, you're becoming a different person. And if we talk about our body, we need to talk about food. Stop eating like you hate yourself. I'm serious. If you're eating fast food every day, if you're living off coffee and energy drinks, if you're skipping meals and then binge eating at night, you're sabotaging yourself. And sleep, oh my god, you need to sleep. You need 7 to 8 hours minimum. Your body repairs itself when you sleep. Your brain consolidates memories and learning when you sleep. If you're sleeping 5 hours a night, you're operating like 60% capacity. That's not your best self. That's your exhausted self. Once you've got your body right, everything else starts with what's happening up here. Your mind is either your biggest asset or your biggest enemy. And the difference between successful people and everyone else is that successful people have learned to control their minds instead of letting their minds control them. So here's what you need to do in 2026. You need to become aware of your thoughts. Like, actually aware. Most people are just running on autopilot with the same negative thoughts. I'm not good enough, I can do this, I'm not smart enough, I always fail. And they don't realize that these thoughts are just noise. Start paying attention to what you're saying to yourself. Would you talk to your best friend the way you talk to yourself? Probably not. So why are you doing it to yourself? You need to become your own biggest supporter, not your own biggest critic. And here's a practical thing you can starting right now. Every time you catch yourself thinking something negative about yourself, pause and reframe it. Not in a toxic positivity way, but in a realistic way. Instead of, I'm so stupid, I can do anything right, try, I made a mistake and that's how I learn. What can I do differently next time? You see the difference? You're not lying to yourself, you're just not being cruel to yourself. Also, you need to protect your mental space, and this means being very intentional about what you consume, the content you watch, the music you listen to, the conversations you have, the people you follow on social media. All of that is programming your subconscious. If you're watching negative news all day, scrolling through Instagram, comparing yourself to everyone, listening to sad music on repeat, what do you think that's doing to your mental state? In 2026, curate your environment like your life depends on it, because it does. And follow people who make you feel bad about yourself. Stop watching content that drains you. Limit your news consumption and fill your space with things that inspire you and educate you. Now let's talk about your skill stack. Your best self in 2026 is someone who is always growing. She's not stagnant, she's not comfortable, she's always pushing herself to learn new things and become more valuable. So here's what I want you to do. Choose one skill that you're going to master this year. Master it. This could be a language, public speaking, video editing, graphic design, coding, writing, sales, marketing, whatever, but pick something that's going to make you more valuable in the world. And the key is you need to commit to it every single day, even if it's just 30 minutes, because here's what most people don't understand about skill development. It's not about massive action once in a while, it's about small, consistent action every single day. That's how you actually get good at something. I see so many people who want to learn something new, so they buy a course or a book, they get all excited for like 3 days, and they never touch it again. Don't be that person. If you commit to learning something for 30 minutes every single day for a year, you will be in the top 10% of people with that skill. I guarantee you. And while you're learning this skill, document your journey. Post about it, share what you're learning, teach others, because when you teach something, you learn it twice as well. All right, now we need to talk about money because your best self has a healthy relationship with money. First of all, you need to know where your money is going, like actually know. Not just a vague idea, but exact numbers. How much are you making? How much are you spending? Where is it going? Download the budgeting app, track everything for 3 months, and I promise you, you're going to be shocked at how much money you're wasting on stuff you don't even care about. Once you know where your money is going, you need to create a system. When you get paid, before you do anything else, 20% goes straight into savings, automatically. You don't see it, you don't touch it, it's gone. Then you live off the rest. And if you're sitting there thinking, I can't afford to save 20%, if you're living paycheck to paycheck with no savings, you're one emergency away from disaster. And that's not your best self, that's your most vulnerable self. Also, in 2026, you need to start thinking about creating additional income streams. Your job is great, but relying on one source of income is risky. What can you do on the side? Can you do freelance? Can you create digital products? Can you consult? Can you teach something? Think about it. And please, please, please start learning about investing. Even if you can only invest $50 a month, start, because compound interest is literally magic. But it only works if you start. Your future self will thank you. Something that's going to massively impact your transformation this year is the people around you. And I want to talk about this because it's so important. You know that saying, you're the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with? It's true. It's scientifically proven. Your income, your habits, your mindset, your energy, all of this is influenced by the people around you. So I need you to do an honest audit of your relationships. Who are the 5 people you spend the most time with? Are they pushing you to grow or are they keeping you small? Are they supportive of your dreams or do they make fun of your ambitions? Are they working on themselves or are they stuck? If your best friend is constantly negative, constantly complaining, constantly making bad decisions and expecting you to fix it, that's draining your energy and you can't become your best self while carrying other people's baggage. So listen, 2026 is going to be what you make it. It can be the year where everything changes for you, or it can be another year where you stay exactly where you are. And you have everything you need to become your best self this year. You don't need more information. You don't need more resources. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment. You just need to decide. Like, actually decide that you're done being this version of yourself that plays small. Your best self is the version of you who shows up anyway. Even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable, even when nobody's watching. So here's what I want you to do before you leave this video. I want you to think about one area of your life that you're going to transform in 2026. Just one. You can comment it. And I want you to make a promise to yourself that you will stick to it all year long. I can assure you that you'll be proud of yourself. This is your year. 2026 is the year when you become the person you've always wanted to be. So let's go get it. If you like this video, you can subscribe to the Inner Shift channel and give it a like and a comment. You can follow us on Instagram and Pinterest, and you can also listen to upcoming episodes in podcast on Spotify. Bye!